Oh, yeah. My goodness. We got a freaking doozy today. First of all, watch Joel Embiid versus Nikola Jokic with us tonight on Playback TV. Playback.tv/runitbackphilly. We are at 818 members. We are one of the biggest Philadelphia 76ers watch-along groups on the app, Playback TV. Join the family if you're not there yet. Playback.tv/runitbackphilly. Link is in the description, all that stuff. Okay, let's jump right down to business. Joel Embiid had some comments in an interview about the MVP race. And his comments were very interesting because his comments align exactly with my opinion on certain things when it comes to sports media and today's new age of sports takes and people who choose math equations over watching the damn game. And of course Joel Embiid chooses that because Joel Embiid is a basketball player and all basketball players choose that. But let's just read Joel Embiid's comments and we'll give our opinion on the thing, okay? This was posted by, of course, our favorite Twitter account, Denver Nuggets content creator Swipe a Cam, legendary Nikola Jokic superfan who pulls and pushes narratives to fit exactly what he wants Nikola Jokic to be in the eyes of NBA fans. It is what it is. Joel Embiid was asked if the criteria for MVP changes every year. And here's what he said. The criteria does change. If we want to talk about the last 3 years since I've been in the running for it, the first year it was that I didn't play enough games. Last year I came back, I played enough games, I led the league in scoring. Nikola deserved it and he won it, but then again he won it as the 6th seed in the West. Very good point. And then this year, I'm leading the league in scoring. I'm doing all of these things defensively, and I should be making all defensive teams too. Boom. Very good point. I don't care, but every year it's something. And when you add analytics into it, which don't make any sense, you can talk about analytics all you want. When you got some, here's where it gets interesting. You tell me, did he call out a specific player or not? When you got some guys in the league, the eye test tells you that they're not good defensively, but analytics tell you they're the best defenders. That's when analytics don't make sense at all. I don't make the rules. I don't choose whatever criteria they use. So it's really about whatever people's preference is. And then they asked him, do you go into the postseason with a title or bust mentality? He said, not necessarily. I don't care about the pressure that everybody puts on me. All I care about is the pressure I put on myself to win. People have been talking about who has the most pressure to win. People want to mention me. I'm not at the top of that list. I'm not a 2-time MVP. I've never made first team All-NBA. I've never won anything. So why is there pressure on me to do something when there are guys that have won 2 MVPs, a bunch of MVPs, and have done nothing either? Oh my goodness gracious. And Denver Nuggets fans are going crazy today on Twitter because of this. Some Sixers fans are saying that Joel shouldn't be saying this or it's weak-minded or whatever else, but you can't argue with the facts. And he's telling the truth. And my favorite part, obviously, is you can talk about analytics all you want. When you got some guys in the league, the eye test tells you they're not good defensively, but analytics tell you they're the best defender in the league. He's specifically talking about Nikola Jokic. Let's just call that what it is. And I love it. And I feel like Joel Embiid watches my YouTube channel. Do you think Joel Embiid watches my YouTube channel? Now look, if you type in Sixers after a Sixers game, there's 2 people that pop up. RB, Philly Take, and me, and Romp. So if Joel Embiid just opens his phone and types in Sixers, boom, I'm right there. It's very possible that he watches my YouTube channel, that he's watched it before. It's very possible. But either way, he has the same take that anybody that's ever played basketball has. And that is that, you know, when we watch you play defense, you're not good, but the analytics tell you that you are the best defender in the league. Here's a fun tweet from Kevin Durant in 2019. Who the fuck wants to look at graphs while having a hoop convo? And I want to throw this in there. Yesterday I was having a conversation with somebody about this, and someone who didn't quite understand what I was saying. And here's how I put it. I said, Nikola Jokic has broken advanced analytics. Advanced analytics were set up to measure a player's impact based on the traditional style of basketball. That's what these equations are. They are the traditional style of basketball. Once you get a 7-foot center who's a pass-first mentality, it changes the way that the formula calculates the impact. You see what I'm saying? So Nikola Jokic, who's passing the ball more and getting rebounds because he's a 7-foot center, broke the formulas. So the formulas every year have Nikola Jokic miles ahead of everybody else because the formulas were not set up to calculate a 7-footer passing the ball. That does not mean that this 7-footer passing the ball is the greatest thing that's ever happened to sports. If you understand that, you understand that. If you don't understand that, you don't understand that. I'm just going to move on. But that's where I'm at with it. Joel gave his opinion. I think he told the truth. I got no problem with him telling the truth. He said exactly the facts. And, you go ahead and give me your thoughts on what he said in the comments, please. Or put something else in the comments. It doesn't matter. It's all for the algo. And hit the like button while you're here. The second thing we're going to cover today is this. How can I cover this without saying mean things and words I'm not supposed to say on YouTube? Joe Giglio from 94.1 WIP tweeted today, and which, by the way, you got 40,000 followers on Twitter and you got 20 likes on the tweet. I think it's time to hang it up. But let's read what he said. Joe Giglio, there he is on the right, the little guy that looks like he's the head of the chess club and never dribbled a basketball in his life. Joel Embiid might win. Wow, first of all, I would expect a guy that looks like you to be much better grammatically. Joel Embiid might win the NBA MVP award, but my gut feeling on him hasn't changed. The Sixers star is not a championship player. Okay, there's a couple things we got to use to refute this, all right? First of all, here is a video that was posted by Howard Eskin making fun of his colleague in a celebrity basketball game. Let's just go ahead and watch Joe Giglio, the guy with these takes, the guy that claims Joel Embiid is not a championship player. Here he is playing basketball in a celebrity game locally. There he is right there. Wow, look at him go. Just incredible level of athleticism from this guy. His hand-eye coordination is elite. He just looks like an athletic freak, and we should definitely take his opinion into consideration. Look at the running form right there, just top of the line. I don't think NBA players are on his level. Look at the running form. Look at that. Look at the guy go. Oh, here he goes. He's going to go play some defense. Here he goes. Nice box out, straight fundamentals. That is Joe Giglio playing basketball. And I showed that because I just want to make this point. I'm not saying that you have to have been a high-level basketball player or sports athlete to have opinions on sports. But we are reaching a crossroads in sports media where the nerds are changing the narratives of what it is to be a great player because they love to look at numbers. I just feel like if you clearly have never, ever, even in a pickup scenario, again, you don't have to be a high-level basketball player to have an opinion on NBA basketball. But if you have never even consistently played pickup basketball at your local park, then we just can't take you serious. I mean, it is obvious that Joe Giglio has never even played a 5-on-5 game at his local park. Maybe once in a while, at a middle school field trip with his other chess club buddies. But let's be serious. So there's the video of Joe Giglio. And that's what I'm saying. That they're pushing the advanced analytics, and we're at a crossroads where we're getting apart from reality. There's becoming two sides to it. There's becoming people that love watching the game and understand the game from a perspective of playing the game, and there's a side to it of people who never played the game, never loved the game, but want to have loud opinions and crunch numbers. And, Joe Giglio is just a perfect example of that. And my guy RB reminds us, he quotes Joe Giglio with an old tweet of his. RB says, the same guy who said this years ago, it's really unfortunate that you have a massive platform in this city. Philadelphia Sports Radio rips Joel Embiid. Get this bum out of my city. I don't care for him anymore. He's worthless. He's fat. I don't want him on my team. And I had a take. Let me go back to my Twitter page because I want to read to you my reply to Joe Giglio, because here's how I feel about Joe Giglio and sports radio and everything else. Here's what I said in response to Joe Giglio. Radio is dying. Your fan base is almost at life expectancy. We saw the video of you playing basketball. Congrats on making a bunch of money off of sports, but it's time to go back to chess club, buddy. The radio is what it is and was what it was because it was the only outlet. It was the only way you could hear people talk about sports. TV is dying, radio is dying, because in today's day and age, the new generation, they can find people on YouTube and podcasts who they enjoy listening to, and they can choose from hundreds of thousands of people who they would like to listen to. The old school media was owned by mega corporations, and they put the people on the screen that they chose, and those were the only people you could listen to. Perfect example, Joe Giglio has 40,000 followers on Twitter, and his most recent tweet has 2 likes on it. It's over. It's done. This style of media is out the window. RB saying that Joe Giglio has a major platform in this city. He does not have a major platform in this city. The only people that are listening to it are people that grew up before the internet existed. And I'm not shaming those people whatsoever. That's the old style. Some people don't adapt to the changing world. The world changes every minute, especially in today's day and age. He does not have a major platform. He has a dying platform. And so these people every day, they want to get clicks on Twitter because their platform is dying. But who really, under the age of 70 wants to listen to Joe Giglio talk about sports? Nobody. The future, it just is what it is. That's why you got these local TV companies, Bally Sports, AT&T Sports Network. They're going out of business because the future is streaming, YouTube, podcasts, content creation. That's the future. It's been the future for a long time. It's been trending in that way. It doubles and triples every single year. Stephen A. Smith said ESPN expects to lay off a bunch of employees. ESPN knows the future. They're not stupid. ESPN Plus, subscription services, NBA League Pass is becoming a subscription service. These local broadcast companies broadcasting NBA games are going to be a thing of the past. This is the future. And it's cool because if you like listening to me, you can listen to me. If you hate listening to me, you can go listen to somebody else. There's plenty of us because there's no rules anymore. It's the way it should be. It's free, open media. And Playback TV is also the future way to watch games. And if you're not part of our group yet, if you're not part of the family yet, you should be. So go to playback.tv/runitbackphilly. Join the wave. We're watching Nikola Jokic versus Joel Embiid tonight in Denver. It's going to be a doozy. Anyway, man, I can't believe I covered all of that in 13 minutes. That was fun. Thank you guys for tuning in. Hit the like button, subscribe, all that stuff. Join the wave, baby. And remember, no frauds, no fanboys. And I've never had an intro. I'm out of here.